Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. So I wanted to bring this really quick word to you all this morning, and the word is very simple. If you are asking God to teach you something, do not run from the lesson. And we do this all the time, but you got to understand. And what brought this about was I was having prayer time this morning, and I was asking God to teach me something, and it was like I heard Him say, "Okay, now if you're asking me to teach you, then don't run when I begin actually teaching you." And that's what we do so many times. We ask God, "God, help me learn to be in better relationships," or "God, help me to find the right relationship." And then as soon as God breaks up the relationship that you're in that's not good for you, you want to cry, "Oh God, you hate me. God, why did you let my relationship fall apart?" Well, didn't you ask Him for better? And didn't you ask Him to teach you how to be in healthy relationships with good people? And then when He began to teach you the lesson by breaking up that toxic relationship you're in, you wanted to run from the lesson and stay where you were. Some of us are teaching God how, asking God, "God, teach me how not to be a selfish person." And then when God puts you in a position where you have to help everybody or help other people, good morning, T. When God puts you in a position to have to help others, you run from it because, "Oh, I don't have the money to help them," or I can't do that. I'm not going to be able to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go out of my way for them. But didn't you just ask God to teach you how not to be a selfish person? We do this all the time. We want to ask God to teach us the lesson, but then when the lesson starts, we want to run from it. And it's so important that when you go to God asking Him to teach you something or to develop something in you or to bless you with something, you have to be prepared for the knowledge that the process is going to come with that. Like if you get ready to go take a test and you just jump into the test without having been reviewed first, most likely you're going to fail because you didn't study. There was no review. But if you're getting ready to take a test and the teacher says, "Okay, we need to go over this lesson first. I want you all to be prepared," then you're going to be ready for that test. And so we got to stop asking God to teach us things or "God, know me, test my spirit." And then when the test comes and the lesson starts, pew, we're out of there. It's silly. It's silly to believe that you're asking God to do a work in you, but that you're gonna be able to get around the process. You're not. I have a friend. His name is Stevie, and he's into fighting and things like that. And in order to get himself in shape for that, I've known Stevie for a long time now, and it was a process of I've known Stevie for about 7 years now, and it was a long process of him preparing and buffeting his body, and now he gets to do what he loves every single day. But because he worked for it and he understood that there was going to be work and there was going to be a process and there was going to be teaching. I have another friend who is an artist and she loves to paint, but it did not happen overnight. She didn't just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to paint," and then she started painting these beautiful, amazing, works of art. It took time. And so, when we go to God asking, "Oh God, make me a better person. Oh God, teach me how to be more loving. Oh God, teach me how not to be selfish. God, teach me," we go to God asking, "Lord, teach me self-control." But then when He puts you in a situation where you're restricted and you have to learn how to walk in discipline and self-control, you mad because you feel like God doesn't love you or you feel like He's being unfair. We have to understand that when we go to God asking Him to teach us something, that there will be a lesson. So stop going to God asking Him to teach you things and show you things that you're going to run from the lesson. If you're going to go to God asking Him to help you pick better friends, don't be upset when He begins to remove the friends that are in your life that are not good for you. You got to know that there's going to be something that comes along with you praying for God to teach you. I started asking God a while back, "God, help me find better friends." And then everybody that was in my life started falling off. And I was like, why? And God said, "Well, you're asking me to teach you how to pick better friends, but in order to do that, I need to remove all the wrong ones that are in your life right now so that I can show you what real friendship looks like." And when people started falling off, I was sad at first, but then I was like, you know what? I asked for it, and in order for me to be able to learn what it is that I've asked God to teach me, I gotta go through the process. It's gonna take some footwork. It's gonna take some learning and some pruning and things like that. So whatever it is that you're praying to God for, stop going to God asking Him to teach you something if you're only going to run from the lesson. Go to God, say, all right, Lord, I'm afraid of what the process may be, and I'm afraid of the lesson, but I know I need to learn it. So, God, teach me this, that, or whatever it is you're asking God to teach you, and then ask Him to prepare you for the lesson that's going to come along with the teaching. Love you guys. Have a good day.